Hi everyone, today we're going to be looking at how to use the Mango assessment module to complete a employee induction or an internal training course. This of course assumes that you have the material ready in the form of video or slideshows or a procedure that you use to induct your employees currently. We're just going to look at how we put it into Mango. So of course, before we get far into the training, I just want to make everyone aware that we do have the frequently asked questions within Mango. So if we jump on into Mango and have a little bit of a look, you can see that there is an FAQ section in which Mango has given you great instructions on how to use most of the parts of Mango. This session is going to be looking at really how to make it happen in your workplace. So I'm going to jump straight on in. Okay, so jumping straight on in, let's have a little look at setting up an assessment here. So we're going to the assessment template and we'll click on the hazardous chemical management one that I created earlier. And we'll just go and have a look at the different components of that just to make sure we understand what we need to input when we're making our own assessments. So that firstly is obviously the title, and I can give it a quick description. And in the rich text field there, I've called this one Hazardous Chemical Management and given some basic instructions. Now I'm going to insert a video. I'm going to insert it from YouTube. I'm going to click Share on the YouTube video and find the embed code. Copy that. And then once we go back to our Mango assessment, we'll add media, embed, paste. And the YouTube video is nicely into our text area. Now we're going to add our internal procedure. Just search for chemicals and click insert. And there's our training basically set up. Now we can have a little bit of a look at our assessment and the different questions that we're going to ask of our employee. Click edit. Jump on in and have a look at the setup. So firstly, section setup. This is just the name of the section and a description if you need. The response setup is what the answers that the assessor can give when they're marking, so correct and incorrect. The questions are obviously just the questions that the employees will answer. That's how you add a question. And when we want to edit questions that we've already added, we'll just go down and click Edit Question. And you can see here the different types of questions that are able to be put down. So we've got, for example, here a drop down, and there's my 4 possible answers. And the next one is a checkbox field where I've got 2 possible answers on that one, which are true and false. And you can see the field type is called checkbox list there. And I can just go ahead and delete or remove the question that I didn't want. Click Save. And now let's go up and just make sure that we've looked at the result setup. So this is the overall result that the assessor is able to give. And my 2 possibilities there are competent and not yet competent. I could add additional ones with the orange plus button if I want to. So that's pretty much set up, ready to go now. We'll move up to our actual Mango HR section and find an employee to add this to. So let's add it to Kate. Go to assessments. That's an archived one that she's done before. We'll click plus and choose the one that we want. Give it a title. Fill in the appropriate details with regards to where they work and what department, etc. And choose the assessor from a list of assessors that you can set up in System Admin. And we just do have to send this to an email address if we want our employee to be able to answer it on their own computer. Click Save. Now that will have been sent to the email. Here's what the email will look like when the employee receives it. It's got some basic information about who sent it, who you are, and the link will always expire in 5 days from the send. Once they click in to the actual assessment, you can see here they can play their YouTube video. It can be embedded into the assessment that they're looking at. They can expand it to full screen, or if they wanted to, they could jump in on YouTube and have a look at it as well. They can then go ahead and open up the procedure that we've linked to. That's a PDF, so it downloads. So they would then go ahead and read through that procedure and then go ahead and answer the questions. I've answered these both correctly, so I'm going to submit. Put your name in and click Save. That assessment is now done. And we can go back and have a look at it from the assessor's point of view. So back to Matt, who is the assessor. We'll go to his dashboard and look at employee assessment. There's the one there. There's a couple of expired links there, but we'll click on the one that we just did. And so Matt's now having a look at the answers that Kate gave. We'll click Edit so we can mark this assessment. Sees the answers that she gave, and they are both correct. So he'll mark those as correct, and he'll give, if he wants to, just a short note. Save. And once is he happy with that, he can close it off and give them an overall result. Now he could have also sent that back to the employee for a redo if he wanted to. Let's go and have a look at what that looks like now in Kate's HR file. If we go to assessments, click the one that she just did, we can see there's the assessment. We'll be able to see the answers that were given down in the assessment and what the assessor gave them, the comments that Matt made. And there we are, all done with how to use the Mango assessment module for employee inductions. Thanks for listening.